Hey Willowbrook, my name is Jared. I'm one of the pastors at the Madison campus. Welcome to another daily Devo in the Scriptures. Today we find ourselves in Matthew chapter 9, verse 35. Hey, before I read, let me ask you, have you ever shown up to a grocery store and you saw that there were tons of people ready to check out, but there were only like 2 people working in the store? And so instead of having a bunch of grocery lines open with a few people in each line, there were like 2 lines open and a massive line behind each cash register. That's frustrating, right? If you've been there, you've thought, wow, I'm going to be here a while. We're not going to get anything done fast or productive here because there's not enough workers. Well, that's actually what Jesus talks about in Matthew chapter 9. He says there's not enough workers. Let me show you. Matthew chapter 9, starting in verse 35. Jesus went through all the towns and villages, teaching in their synagogues, preaching the good news of the kingdom, and healing every disease and sickness. When he saw the crowds, he had compassion on them, because they were harassed and helpless, like sheep without a shepherd. Then he said to his disciples, "The harvest is plentiful, but the workers are few. Ask the Lord of the harvest, therefore, to send workers into his harvest field." It's one of my favorite passages for so many reasons. First of all, I think we see the dynamic duo of meeting spiritual needs and physical needs. Jesus wasn't just talking about the good news of the gospel. At the very same time he was doing that, he was also healing people's diseases and sickness. Great reminder for you and for I also, that as we're telling people about Jesus, as we serve them and meet their physical needs and care for them, that brings about a really powerful combination that makes people often more interested in what we have to say about God when we're caring for their physical needs at the same time. Jesus was doing that. Another thing that really sticks out in this passage is Jesus' heart and attitude toward lost people. It says he had compassion on them. Literally in the Greek, it means like he was moved in his gut. I don't know about you, but sometimes it can be easy to get mad at lost people in this world today. So frustrated that they don't get it, that they're living life so differently than us, and they're so passionate and intolerant about us and our faith. It can be real easy to get just frustrated with them not getting it spiritually and thinking that we're the crazy ones. Jesus didn't get that way. Jesus was moved with compassion. When he saw people that didn't get it, he didn't get angry. He got hurt inside. He got broken for their lostness because he realized what was different about them. They were sheep without a shepherd. But ultimately, where does Jesus land here? It comes back to that grocery store analogy. Where we land here is that Jesus says what's missing is workers in the harvest field. In other words, there's some people out there that are ready to accept Christ. There's some people out there that they could be a harvest that is reaped by the gospel if what? There were people that were willing to go out and share the gospel with them, if there were workers in the harvest. Would you be a worker in the harvest? Would you pray that God sends workers into the harvest? When we do that, we see people get saved because the Word of God always accomplishes its purpose for which it is sent. Willowbrook, hope you have a great day. Thanks so much.